Empowering listeners from the US to the UK. Live on air with Stephen Cuoco.
I'm extremely excited about today. I have not interviewed a country music artist, I think, since it was either The Voice or that Netflix show. There's been a couple that's been out, but they're so far few and in between on TV. And I definitely want to see more. I really think, and this is only my perspective, I'm from New Jersey. My family has a farm. They still have a farm. I'm all for country music. But people are obsessed with pop music. And I'm like, that's so 80s. Like, why are we not getting more country in our life? You don't have to be in the country or living in Houston or Dallas or Nashville. But we need to appreciate more country music, especially by singers, music artists like DINER. This is huge. And we've got it up. Rolling Stone dubbed DINER as a storyteller in the ever-evolving world of country music. Not only are we going to listen live here on Power 98.5 satellite radio, as well as Biz Talk Radio, Lasso the Moon. I have not heard any of her music. I didn't want to listen to any of her music because I wanted to enjoy this enriching experience for the first time with her live here on Power 98.5 and Biz Talk Radio. To everyone who's joining us, you are listening to Live on Air with Stephen Cuoco on Power 98.5 and Biz Talk Radio, biztalkradio.com. All great things, Power 98.5. Head on over to power985.com. Download the app. Tune in on Alexa. We're also available on Apple Music. You can't get any better than that. Everything is free, but you got to have Apple Music to be able to listen to Power 98.5. Did you guys pull up? Yes, you did. Thank you. All right, we've got DINER. She is a singer, songwriter from Portland, Oregon. At a young age, DINER was heavily influenced by a wide range of music. She grew up listening to everything from Broadway musicals to light country, Dreamgirls to rock bands like Queen, and no doubt, and R&B singers like Jennifer Hudson and Christina Aguilera. DINER, how do you feel? Welcome to Live on Air with Stephen Cuoco. That Rolling Stone dubbed you as a storyteller in the ever-evolving world of country music.
Oh my gosh! Hi, it's
Hi.
insane. It's crazy. I mean, this has been just such a whirlwind journey for me, and it's really kind of exploded in the past couple months. And it just happens out of nowhere. It's really cool. I feel like I have a lot of stuff I want to share about being raised at a diner, and I have a backstory. And so to be titled a storyteller is incredible.
I got to ask, it's very different. It is a stage name. How has the support, the love, of people who appreciate who you are, do they relate your name every time that they see you? Or is there a separation like some stars to where their name is different from their look? So what do you most recognize? Is it your young cowgirl, that sophistication look that you have? Or is it to where, oh, DINER, yeah, I know who she is?
I think, well, so for instance, I'm out in LA right now. I grew up on a horse ranch in Oregon. So like the cowboy hat and everything, my mom was a horse trainer, was just something that was always something I did growing up. I don't know. I think that, I don't know. I don't know if people, in LA, the cowboy hat stands out a lot. So no matter where I go, people tend to be like, oh, is that a costume? And I'm like, no, I'm a country singer. This is what I do. But yeah, it's interesting everywhere I go, people take my presence differently.
I'm glad that question had you pause. Hopefully not stumped you, but had you pause, because there is sometimes, when we think about marketing and branding and just image, reputation, and management, the question is when we think about Jennifer Lopez or Beyonce or Nick Jonas, you guys have, as music artists, you have your own individual identification. And there are times to where people will carry that iconic remembrance, either by their name or by their look. Like if we think about Taylor Swift right now, her name is constantly being emphasized. It's not her look, it's not her image, it's not her fashion, it's not who she's dating, it's the name, because their team, the sponsors, the investors, everybody, they want to push that name for marketing reasons, for investment reasons. So for you to consider moving forward, just know there's a difference between the name and your look and image and what your image is doing to translate to the public of how your fans are relating to you. There's a huge difference.
And it's funny. So like my entire brand is about just being your local diner girl, and like my entire like upbringing, and that's my story, right? Is like all I'll ever be is just the girl that was serving you next door, my entire life. I stopped working at my parents' diner 3 years ago. And I've been working there since I was 5, but all of the stuff I try to do visually is all shot on film, and it's all super Dolly Parton inspired and whimsical and kind of out of this world. And so with my recent song, Lost of the Moon, I had this designer make me a huge ruffly yellow ball gown for my video. And then for this next song I'm about to put out, I have a custom race suit. So I think like I try to tie in both. I want people to know me as Diner, but also I like to create these like whimsical costumes where like if people needed to dress up as me, they'd be able to recreate the look.
What do you feel you're being recognized and remembered most by right now? Is it the big hair? Is it the youthful, that feeling of family from that diner feel? Or is it just something in your music to where people are like, yeah, I'm getting with this?
So I think what it is, what I try to put most of my energy into is the presentation of it all. I have a really strong girl team that I work with and shoot photos with, and I love them and I want them to shoot everything for me forever. I just have a good squad, but I think just the amount of energy I put into like creating this brand and this image. Dolly Parton said that like glamour and hair and glitter is like a form of armor, and I really love that. And I think that that's, I want people to be inspired to put themselves out there and wear whatever they want.
I'm going to be honest. What comes to me most when I first saw you is a classier, more sophisticated version of a Daisy Duke. And I mean that with a compliment.
Cute. I love that.
You see where I'm going with this?
Yes, I love that.
What was her name? Jessica Simpson. She took the whole Daisy Duke and she put that in her own way. You're just not a cliche to this industry, and I don't see it. I don't believe it would ever happen. I see an actress in you. I see film. I see TV. I see so much more than just country music or a young woman from Oregon.
Thank you so much.
How do you feel about that? What are your goals besides music, or where do you want to take this career?
Well, it's so interesting. So growing up in the diner, I was kind of always not put down, but kind of just like brushed to the side as like, sure, sweetie, I'm sure you will end up, moving to Hollywood, you know what I mean? Or doing something with your life. And so, it just means a lot to hear you say that and like believe that it could go somewhere else. And I really do. I have been acting in my friends' short films. I would love to make a documentary or a TV show about my life and what it's been like trying to make it in the music industry, starting in the diner with my mom being a punk rock star. And I want to take it all the way to stadiums, and I want to be a household name. I want to do what Lady Gaga did. I want to be in movies, and I want to do it all, basically.
Here in Rolling Stone, this was written by, and this was just recently this year, John Stojan. Her mother, Helen, has played a pivotal role in Diner's journey, instilling in her a passion for music from a young age. Punk rock deeply influenced her mother, gradually shaping her rebellious spirit in the 80s. Where's your relationship and that connection with your mom, Helen, now? And how is the 80s still shaping and influencing you? Because I see your signature, but I don't see a specific timeline that you're defined by.
Well, and that's super important to me because I want to remain timeless. Really. I don't want to do anything that's not going to look good or sound good in like 30 years from now. I want people to always look back on my photos, and that's why I like shoot on film and stuff. I just like the old timelessness of it. I don't want too many, I want it to still stand on its own in 50 years from now. And so my mom she's played such a huge role in my life just because she was, she used to slam dance and spray paint and, sit in the back of a pickup truck and slap people with pizza. And like, she went for it. She went all out, she did it. And so for me, and then she became a horse trainer and owned a diner. And so it's just such an interesting, so when I was like, I want to do this. This is what I want to do with my life. She was like, you got this. She never once held me back. Anything I wanted to do, she supported. And then on top of it, she was also really like, we didn't have fancy clothes growing up. We went to the thrift stores and my mom let us go buck wild at Value Village, and we could get flower girl dresses, and she never told us what to wear, and we could just like be crazy. And I'm just super grateful for that mentality growing up.
How well of an incredible business opportunity it would be that you could take something thrifty and turn it into something nifty, your own fashion line eventually. Who knows?
Right. Well, thrift shopping is something that I love more than anything. I'm not a big designer girl. Like I'm not into brands really. And so I love the thrift store. I love going there and just like kind of making my own world from all these different times. And I mean, they're just clothes, I love thrifting. That would be insane to do something like that.
Okay. So we're going to a thrift store. You got to indulge me if you could. What sort of experience am I going to have with you? Am I going to be there sharing my thoughts and opinions of what I think you should buy? Or are you going to try to convince me that I need to get back into bell bottoms and maybe put on some sort of boots, which I have not worn boots since I think 1982. And, and what is my experience going to be like? What do we have to look forward to in a thrift shop together?
I think I tend to pull pieces that make me feel something or kind of are a little bit out of the, things that are a little out of this world. So lots of sparkles or jewels or maybe a really cool jacket, definitely a cowboy hat. I'm definitely going to make you wear some boots. I'm probably going to, I think that life is too short and you need to just dress up. So we're going balls to the wall.
And then I guess we'll go ahead and head out to Canada and hit a Stampede event.
Yep.
Have you gone?
Or a rodeo. The local rodeo.
I'm always up for that. Have you gone to a Stampede event at all?
Yes, I have. I actually went to the Calgary Stampede.
When did you go there? Yeah, the first and only one I went to was the Centennial. I believe it was their 100th anniversary. And when were you last there?
Oof, man, it's been a while. I haven't been to the Calgary Stampede in 8 years, but I've been to rodeos a lot. I was just at the National Bull Riding Championships were just here in LA. I went to rodeos my entire life growing up.
Do you ever go to the steer wrestling ones?
No, I haven't.
Oh my God. I can't wait to have that experience. That looks too much fun. Too much fun. And I'll be having a beer. I enjoy a good beer at a good event.
Oh yeah, same.
What I like to do for a little bit, and we're going to go ahead and play live here. We got it up. Lasso the Moon. I like to do something of where are you at now? So you did an interview. It was published September 19th of 2022. And here's one of the questions. Do you have some perspective or insight you can share with us on the question of when someone should give up versus when they should keep going? I can repeat it if you want.
So what's my answer now?
Yeah, what's your answer now? I'm going to repeat it one more time. Do you have some perspective or insight you can share with us on the question of when someone should give up versus when they should keep going?
Yeah, absolutely never give up. I think that's just something that my mom says it all the time. She got it. I can't remember who said it, but the only people that don't make it are the people that give up. It's like always people throw in the towel way too early. Never give up. You have to keep going. I think, of course I've thought about giving up a ton. There's so many days where I've been like, I don't know if this is what I should be doing. This is way too hard, but it just never, ever, ever, ever give up. I don't care.
Your answer. The music industry is one of the toughest in the world, and I've been through the ringer. It's so hard to know if you're wasting your life on a pipe dream or if you're doing the right thing. I put my entire life into music, and it's the only thing I've ever seriously pursued since I was 9. There's a little bit more there, but I just wanted to share that.
Yeah. Wow. So yeah, I feel the same. It's been really tough, but now I think I've had a glimmer of hope within the past couple months, just with how things have been moving. And so, I'm glad that I still feel that way, but I'm glad that I'm a little bit more positive about it now.
It's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're going to go into Lasso the Moon. Anything you want to talk about, anything you want to share before we listen to this? And keep in mind, I haven't heard any of your music, and this is going to be my first time.
So I'm so excited. That's awesome. So this song, I've always wanted to write a song called Lasso the Moon. And basically I got that from It's a Wonderful Life. It's a family tradition that we watch that movie every Christmas Eve. And I just loved the sentiment of like, will you lasso the world for me? Like, if I asked for the moon, would you bring it down? And recently this year I fell in love and I'm in a new relationship, and it was like the perfect time to write this song. So it means a lot to me. Here we go. Lasso the Moon by DINER. And I'm excited. How about you? Yay. I hope you like it. I do. I know I'm going to. I don't know. I'm not going to say I'm going to love it just yet. I don't want to use that word loosely, but let's just say I'm feeling optimistic. Yay. Okay. Here we go. I've got some thick skin. I never cry when I get tattooed. Yeah, I may be a cowgirl, but believe me, I've been broken hearted, lonesome and blue. I've got scars on this old heart. I've had forever torn in two. When goodbyes came my way,
Lasso the moon. Lasso the so before I get hurt, fall asleep in your shirt. Boy, tell me the truth. Are you as good as you seem? Would you do anything for me? Can I count on you to lasso the moon?
I'm not going to lie. Highly sophisticated. I felt as though, I'm processing right now, I was listening to a different woman.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, who you are, this is why I wait. I feel the youth. I feel like I'm speaking to someone that's 19 to 21. Like you feel young. Like there's this lightness about you. This is how I'm
Cool.
like I said, I'm processing with you. I feel this young youthfulness, yet maturity about you speaking to you now. As I listened to you, Lasso the Moon, I felt as though I was listening to a woman beyond, like if you were 10 years older than what you are now. And I like it.
Really? That's so interesting.
Have you ever noticed or had two different sides of you? Like, this is who you are when you're home. This is what you know yourself as, diner, with your friends and with your family. And then when you're in that studio, this woman just, it's like Wonder Woman. You just come out of wherever you were at and you just step forward in this different embodiment.
It's so cool. I mean, it's such an interesting thing. So like I played the soul. I opened for a big country artist at the Troubadour last week. And it was sold out, and I played an acoustic set, and I was so nervous. I'm walking up and I have like tears in my eyes. I'm like crying because I'm so nervous. And I get up there and like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like the whole universe, like just like stops. And then I just felt like so comfortable, and it was the best show I've ever played in my life. And I just feel like there's like, I don't know how to describe it. When I like sing, or when I go into the studio, when I write, or when I perform, there's just something that happens that just like, it's like all the stars align, I feel like. So it's so interesting for you to say that you feel like it's a different person, because it really feels like magical when I am doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. And I want to make it very clear, because I know there are people out there, especially on TikTok, who talk about all these things with Beyonce and certain people. You are you. I heard you. I feel you in your music. It's called power and empowerment. There's something about you that you're still growing into. And science, scientifically, medically, we are not finished with our evolution from adolescence to young adulthood until being a grown up. Our prefrontal cortex is the last part of the brain that is developed by the time we're 28 years old. Some people are different depending on the environment. It could end up being 29, maybe 27, but it's in the late 20s that we are fully developed. There is something about music, the love and respect that you have for your craft, that does something to you, that brings out this evolution. And she steps forward the moment you begin to sing.
Totally. I love that. It's amazing. I love that. This is such a fun interview for me, because I feel like this is like you're actually talking to me, you know what I mean, and asking great questions. So I'm really happy.
Didn't Joey tell you I don't do fluff media?
Yeah.
If not, I'm just telling you now. It's about getting to know you. It's why we're
Yeah,
here.
I love
And
that.
it's what we as journalists, what we as media people are supposed to do is to be interested.
Yeah. Yeah.
Too many are
Great.
focused on the clickbait BS. I have no interest into that.
Yeah, that is refreshing for sure.
Where are you going now? What's next for you? Because I got to watch your videos, because after listening to that, and I don't BS. If I said it before, if I said it or didn't say it before, I'm just going to remind, I'm from New Jersey. We don't BS out here.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you, but I'm also excited to look more and finding out about you. That's not only what makes you a successful music artist, Diner. That's what makes you a highly exceptional businesswoman.
Right. Yeah. I want to tell my story. I want everyone to get to know my story. And so I'm glad you want to keep following. That means a lot. Next up, I'm releasing a song called NASCAR. I wrote an acronym for NASCAR about men with commitment issues. And it's like kind of leaning into more of the country rock space, which I'm really excited about. But that's what's next. And I am hoping that it kind of elevates me into another level of this business.
If I may ask, are you going to be sharing from personal experience, or is this just from something subjective from an outside observation?
With NASCAR?
Yeah.
I mean, personal experience, of course. Do you want me to tell you the acronym?
Yeah, I mean, please. It's your show.
Okay, so it goes NASCAR, man, that boy's like NASCAR, and no one in his shotgun seat. A, all he'll do is spin your tires. S, shifting gears like twice a week. C, crash and burn and make you cry. A, have to go around in circles. R, racing towards a broken heart. NASCAR, man, that boy's like NASCAR. I think we all know a NASCAR guy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I have one. I got Jeffrey Earnhardt, who's a good friend. Jeffrey Earnhardt Jr., the son, or the grandson. Yeah, to do that to where you were able to, you're leaving with I'm stunned right now. I don't get stumbled at all. I'm not trying to force to find what I'm saying, but I don't get serenaded like that often. And what really caught me wasn't what you just said. It was the fact that you can sing. And it's like, wow, how many people get the opportunity to not cover up their fraud because they don't have talent and they need to mask, like so many music artists unfortunately feel that they have to do to go by industry standards. And you pulled it off in a way to where you are legitimately a music artist. You are a musician. You are a real singer, to put it more bluntly.
Yeah. Yeah. I love singing. Is something that is the reason that I want to do this, is because I just want to sing for people, and everything else has kind of fallen into place. And I've been lucky enough to have a story that's people consider interesting. And so, I'm just telling my actual story, and I've just branded it with the Diner. But I just want to sing for people. I think, put me in a room with an acoustic guitar, or I'll do it a cappella. Like, I just find so much joy in that. And like, that's the reason I have never given up, is because I can't stop singing. So I hope to keep doing it for as long as possible.
We're going to go back to real quick. Where are you at now? Here's the question. If you had a friend visiting you, what are some of the local spots you would want to take them around to?
In Portland or in LA?
Just asking a question, and I'll give you the answer of what you gave here.
What I said?
Yeah.
I'm going to take them. Well, I'll probably take them to my parents' diner, Fat City. Or for in LA, I'm going to take them to Hanano, which is my favorite dive bar in LA. It's like covered in sawdust, and all they serve is beer, pitchers of beer. That's my favorite place.
You ready for your answer?
Yes.
There's a little mom and pop own bike place in Santa Monica on 4th Street. This lovely couple owns it, and they always bring their dog Brody. But I believe it's $25 and you can rent a pink cruiser for the whole day.
Yep. I love that place. I haven't been able to go in like a while, but yeah, it's still one of my favorite places. They're still there. It's one of the best experiences too. You just get to ride bikes on the beach, and then you can bike to Hinano, my favorite dive bar, and drink a pitcher of beer and bike back.
Who else deserves some credit and recognition?
There's this artist named Nikki Lane, and I don't get to talk about her enough, but she's been pretty big and she's amazing, and she has been helping Lana Del Rey. But she is incredible, and she walked into Desert 5 when I was singing there on Thursday nights, and she believed in me, and so she booked me at Stagecoach on her stage last year. And ever since then, my career has kind of just been taking off. I'm super, super grateful for Nikki Lane. I'm super grateful for my label, super grateful for my mom and the diner.
Your answer in 22 is my mother. She was a punk rock star back in the day. She was one of the first all-girl punk rock bands, and I would like to think she kind of revolutionized music and style for women.
Yep. It's true.
That was from your interview in Shout Out LA back in September 22.
Wow. Yes, I still feel the same. Grateful for mom.
Should we play one more song? All right. We've got... Should we do Cowgirls Get the Blues or Goodbye to Someday? Or do you have another one?
Let's do Cowgirls Get the Blues.
Okay. Want to give us a backstory on that real quick?
There's a book called Cowgirls Get the Blues that I was inspired by that, but also it's very hard for me to show when I'm feeling sad. And so the best way I could describe it was when I get the blues, I go to a dive bar and drink beer and put on dollar store perfume and I just get over it. That's how this song came to me.
I got to ask, what beer?
Blue Moon.
Blue Moon. Okay. I would do a Stella.
Oh, yeah. Great.
I hope that doesn't offend you.
No, not at all.
I don't even know how many people even drink Stella. I normally see Michelob, Bud, or Heineken. People drinking.
People love Stella.
Do you?
I like Stella. Okay. Yeah.
All right. Now we got something in common.
Stella. Right. We'll go for Stella.
We definitely will. I can do 4. I don't know why. I work out all the time, but for some reason I metabolize alcohol extremely quick, even though I have a high metabolism. But I could. It would take 4 for me to even get slightly tipsy. So that's why I don't bother drinking, because it's like water to me.
Not worth it. Right. That makes sense.
All right, everyone. Cowgirls Get the Blues by DINER.
Ain't gonna slash the tires on your F-150 or cause a dive bar scene. And when your taillights fade, I'll say it ain't no biggie. When boy, it's killing me. Make no mistake, our hearts get broke, but ain't a damn chance I let it show. 'Cause when cowgirls get the blues, we drown our sorrows in a sad saloon. We cover it up with dollar store perfume and 90 proof, pretend that we ain't missing you. That's what we do when cowgirls get the blues. Ain't gonna waste no gas driving past your house. as far as you know. This heart's made of stone. When cowgirls get the blues, we drown our sorrows in a sad saloon. We cover it up with dollar store perfume and 90 proof, pretend that we ain't missing you. That's what we do when cowgirls get the blues. When we lose love, we act tough, we buck up, shake off the dust, but never let our makeup run. 'Cause when cowgirls get the blues, we drown our sorrows in a sad saloon. We cover it up with dollar store perfume and 90 proof, pretend that we ain't missing you. That's what we do when cowgirls get the blues. Cowgirls get the blues.
As long as your team does not allow the politics of this business get in your way, you have such a promising career.
Thank you.
I'm telling you, nothing should be in your way. Nothing.
Thank you so much. That means a lot.
How do you feel right now?
I feel great. I feel this interview has made me very happy. I feel really inspired. I'm about to go into rehearsal after this, but I just feel great. I feel like there's hope. It means a lot to hear somebody that's excited as I am, because I believe in myself, and I'm, you spend your entire life hoping that someone else will believe in you too. So it just means a lot to hear you say that.
We're going to close out in a little bit, but I know your manager's with us, and I've been in public relations and media for over 30 years, and I understand every nook and cranny of this industry. And I don't blow smoke up anybody's butt just to pacify them or please them. I don't care who anybody is. I am not going to kiss the ring. It's not happening. And that's why I'm saying to you, you don't need to become anyone. You have best of all worlds. You've got who you are here in this interview right now. And then you've also have DINER when you are singing, and you are a singer. You're not a wannabe singer. You are a singer. You prove that with no editing. You did NASCAR live here with us. You've got it. And I just really hope more and better things change so you guys can get paid what you deserve, paid and the respect that you have earned. And I will browbeat it even after my death if I got to come back to remind and haunt somebody.
Yes.
There would be nothing, no movies, no television, no commercials. There would be the enlightenment of spirit. There would be nothing without music. So if anyone should be kissing anyone's ring, the industry should be kissing every music artist, your ring, that has helped their production and and their films and everything else to be the success that it is. And you guys get paid crap for doing so much and giving so much.
Yeah. This is true. I love that.
Any closing thoughts?
If you have any dreams, don't give up. And, just stay positive, because this world is hard.
Do you feel it's getting easier? Do you believe it is?
They're in ways of like trying to convince people that in ways of it's getting easier in the sense of people are taking me more seriously now that things are getting better for me, but it's still going to come with it comes with a new handful of issues, as anything does in life.
Well, you deserve it all. I'd love to have you on again.
We love that.
We are closing out with Lasso of the Moon. I've got to do it again. DINER,
Yay!
thank you.
Thank you so, so much. I really appreciate it. And I'd love to come back.
Please. And if you guys want to stay on, you're more than welcome to, but I know you got to go. Your manager is with us. I'll definitely, please text me your information, and this way I can send this over to you guys, and
Awesome.
you'll have that for your records and for your memory.
Perfect. Yay. Thank you.
Hey, Steven.
Anytime. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.